This is Alex Edmans. I'm a professor of finance at London Business School, and I'm delighted that my book, Grow the Pie, How Great Companies Deliver Both Purpose and Profit, has been translated into Japanese. So this book is about the fundamental question of why businesses exist. Is it to earn profit, or is it to serve a purpose? Now, the traditional view is that it's an either-or choice. You can only achieve one or the other. And this is based on what I call the pie-splitting mentality. This views the value that a company creates as being a fixed pie. And so any slice of the pie that you give to one party is at the expense of the other. Therefore, if you're a business leader, and if you want to increase profits, the slice that goes to shareholders, the only way you can do that is by reducing the slice that goes to society through higher taxes, lower wages, and polluting the environment. But my book is about a fundamentally different way of running your business, which I call the pie-growing mentality. This views the pie as not being fixed. It can be grown, and therefore shareholders and society are not in conflict with each other. They play for the same team. So when a company produces products that transforms customers' lives for the better, when it provides a healthy and enriching workplace for its employees, and when it preserves the environment for future generations, it's not just being nice and charitable, it's not donating part of the pie to society, it's instead growing the pie expands, yes, society benefits, but also shareholders benefit in the long term. So serving society is not just worthy and nice, it is good business sense. Now, the idea that there can be win-wins where everybody benefits, this might seem too good to be true. So the heartbeat of the book is rigorous, large-scale scientific evidence showing that it is possible. Now, playing devil's advocate, you might think, well, is this idea of growing the pie, is this really that new? Shouldn't any businesses want to grow? Shouldn't businesses want to invest? For example, if I'm an electric car company, would I want to invest in electric cars? Well, the answer is yes. Even if I don't care about climate change, even if I don't care about society, I will build electric cars because there's money to be made. But what I stress in the book is that the pie-growing mindset of trying to serve society, that's radically different from just going after long-term profits, because it will lead you to taking actions that you would not be able to justify with a pure profit calculation. Let me give 3 examples. So one is it can lead companies to do good just to serve society, not just to make money. For example, the Japanese diagnostic testing company, HU Group, they produced the COVID-19 test very quickly, and that was critical to Japan's response to the pandemic. Now, why did they do that? They didn't run a spreadsheet finding there was money to be made. They did this to help Japan respond to a great national threat. Number 2 is you would collaborate with your rivals. And this sounds crazy because you normally compete with them. But if your mindset is to grow the pie, this will lead you to taking different decisions. The telecoms company NTT, they cooperated with KDDI to pool their assets if there's a natural disaster to ensure continued communication services. And the third is to preserve the environment for future generations. So Panasonic is making electric vehicles. Now, you might think everybody is making electric vehicles, but Panasonic is trying to develop a cobalt-free battery to reduce the impact on the environment. So why am I so happy that this book is coming out in Japanese? Well, it's because I think Japan is uniquely placed to put the pie-growing mentality into practice. Because one of the challenges with growing the pie is it takes time. But at the heart of Japanese culture is a long-term mindset. You've always had long-term relationships with your employees. You have long-term investors, such as the government pension investment fund. But also Japan has challenges, so hopefully this book will empower companies to go above and beyond what they're already doing. For example, they've had a historic dependence on fossil fuels. Hopefully this will lead Japan to be on the forefront of the energy transition. There's low board diversity and other potential governance issues, and this will hopefully be a playbook to address that. And finally, there have been challenges with returns to shareholders. What the book highlights is that actually a purposeful approach to business is not only good for society, it is also good for shareholders. So I hope that this book is a resource to you, regardless of where you are in terms of business, whether you're an executive, an investor, a regulator, a business student, or even you're working in a different career and are just interested in business. I hope this book will be a useful resource for you all. Thank you very much.